And we're back. What's up, everybody? Benja Welldone coming at you live on this beautiful February the 9th at 5:51 in the afternoon. How are you doing? Side note, this announcement is brought to you by Future Kimonos. Check out with the promo code Welldone15 to get 15% off. Ow! That felt good. So, implementation. I had one of the most interesting conversations with a guy from Scotland the other day, and we were talking about life and sales and all sorts of stuff, just in general. All right, and there was something that I had heard once somebody say, which it was like a bell. It just sort of like rang true to me. It talked about implementation, and it said implementation. There's no difference between somebody that doesn't know better and somebody that does know better and doesn't do good for themselves. What does it even mean? It's kind of complicated, but kind of simple. It's almost so simple, it's complicated. When you know what to do, the end result of someone that doesn't do something because they don't know how to do it, and if someone knows what to do and they don't do it for one reason or another, the end result is equal, unless you implement that knowledge. When I heard that, when I saw that, I thought about it, and I just stayed on it for so long. And I really added it as like a foundation to my life, because as many things in life goes, you can always bring it back to jiu-jitsu. If you know what to do, and in the moment, there's this thing in jiu-jitsu, by the way, I'm definitely on like the most bumpy road in all of Texas, so forget about it. If you know what to do in jiu-jitsu, there's this thing where a lot of times it's like you might be driving home, and as you're driving home, you think, oh, that's what I should have done. This is what, like, it's like you remember it after the fact. And that's part of the reason why you drill, or just like in football, you practice, or whatever, right? There can be a lot of reasons you don't implement something. It could be maybe someone's trying to intimidate you, or maybe you didn't do the repetition enough. Whatever the circumstance is, it just comes back to that simple statement, which is so profound and so true and just so strong. There's no difference between someone that doesn't know something, how to do something that is, and someone who does know how to do a certain task and doesn't follow through on it. Keyword, implementation. Man, that's straight wisdom right there, for real. You know? I think one of the biggest things in life, if you're proactive, is always to implement these plans that you're always trying to put into your procedure, your life, your task, and everything. I start my morning at 4 a.m. every single day because I want to have more hours to kick ass than everyone else. Okay? And not everybody can do that. A lot of people need to get 6 or 8 or whatever, however many hours of rest. I'm good at 4, 4.5, 5, 6 maximum. Otherwise, I start going crazy and I got to get out of bed. But I am so detailed and so regimented. I literally have about 30 different things that are my daily tasks to do. And I feel like when you follow a list, it helps you implement whatever you're doing a lot more. And each task can vary in it being a daily. Some of them are weekly, right? But each of these tasks and whatnot, it's so, like, to be able to physically see something and just check it off on a box, right? It's one of the most gratifying feelings, because you're just knocking things out. You're just getting things done. You know what I mean? And I think that's been like the biggest contributor is, I have so much stuff in the back of this car, but anyway. I think that's been like the biggest contributor to not just staying organized, but getting stuff done. Because every single day, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's a psychological warfare between getting out of your bed and doing whatever you need to do. Okay? You going to jiu-jitsu, you going to the gym, you being a good husband or girlfriend or whatever. All right? However, it's no different than a fighter, but you're fighting for your life. Every single day, no matter what you did yesterday, today means nothing. And you have to make it. It's like, imagine climbing up to the top of a mountain, and every single morning when you get up, you're at the bottom again. In your whole life, you just got to get to the top every single day. If you implement your strategy, your plan, your tactics, your techniques, everything to get to the top, you win. But you only win for that one day. And in the morning, it's gone. It starts all over again. That is one of the best, coolest words and strongest sentences I have ever heard, period. And it's such a standalone thing. If you've listened this far, maybe, just maybe, that word will resonate to you, sort of like a bell and a gong. You know what I mean? It just sort of, it'll ring to you. And if it does, well, that's a good key word that you could focus on every single day. Write it down. See it in the morning. Let it fire you up. Let it piss you off. And get motivated. Get aggressive and get after it. So, you know, I'm a pretty motivated guy. And I remember in the Army, one of the things that they always say is essentially, and I'm paraphrasing, fake it till you make it. But it was a lot more elegant, right? It was a lot more hardcore. But if you aren't motivated to do something, as long as you physically get your body to do it, you know what I mean? You build motivation after the fact. And a lot of days, I don't want to do the things that I want to do. But my body forces myself to do it. And when I do it, about halfway through it, I'm so thankful I started. Because my consciousness is caught up with my physical body, whatever I'm doing. So, anyway, I'm ranting, I'm raving. This is a short little message, and thank you so much for your time as always. Psychological warfare, Benja, well done. I'm out. Peace.